Chapter 6. Mirelle had not stopped scolding her for an hour. "You could have been killed," she hissed, pacing the tiny room. "Or worse. And for what? A maid you did not even know?" She needed help. She needed someone else, not you. You are a princess. One wrong move and... Mirelle. No, do not Mirelle me. She pointed a finger. You have a kingdom waiting, a father who thinks you are with your aunt, and you are here, throwing yourself between drunk princes and terrified girls. She threw her hands up. I cannot with you. Kalira smiled. Are you done? No, but I am tired. Mirelle sat on the bed. So, yes, for now. Thank you. Do not thank me. Thank me when we are home and alive. The next morning, Gretchen reassigned her. Back to the kitchen, the head maid said flatly. And you will scrub every pot, peel every vegetable, and clean every surface of the hallway twice. Perhaps hard work will teach you to keep your head down. Extra work. Punishment. Kalira did not argue. She heard whispers as she walked. Prince Cedron had been punished by his father, confined to his room for days. A timeout, the servants called it. But the maids looked at her like she was the villain. She passed a group. Their eyes followed her, cold, accusing. One of them probably entertained Cedron, she thought, or wants to. She ignored them and kept walking. She saw Veilric returning to his chamber after his morning training and speaking to his knight. Just a glimpse. She remembered Sir Thorn coming to her door that morning, the small jar of ointment. For your arm, the Crown Prince sent me. She had smiled then. She smiled again now, walking to her post. She was working when a kick sent her bucket water splashing on her. She looked up. A noblewoman stood over her. Tall, red gown, dark brown hair, green eyes. Get her, the woman said. Two maids grabbed Kalira's arms and yanked her up. I see you lack manners, the noblewoman said. Bold, trying to steal what is mine. I heard you even held his hand. Kalira frowned. Excuse me, my lady. I do not know what you speak of. Shut up. Prince Veilric is my fiancé. Mine. I am Lady Seraphine. Oh, Kalira thought. Her. Oh, she said aloud. Seraphine's face twisted. Oh, is that all you have to say? Forgive me, my lady. I am just a maid. I do not know what you accuse me of. Seraphine stepped closer. Everyone is talking about it. Do not deny it. He is handsome, kind. Yes. You think you can have him? She laughed, cold and sharp. No, sweetie. He is mine. You can dream on. Kalira nodded. Okay, my lady. Okay? Is that all you have to say? No apology? Seraphine shouted. I should teach you a lesson then. Kalira caught her wrist. I advise you not to do that, my lady. How dare you! Lyra! Gretchen came running. She grabbed Kalira by the ear and yanked. What are you doing, you stubborn brat? You have no fear. That is your future queen. Minutes later, the courtyard was endless. Kalira swept and swept. Her arms ached. Mirelle tried to help, but Gretchen didn't leave her spot. By nightfall, Kalira was exhausted. Not just tired, bone tired. She sat on a stone bench muttering to herself. Why am I being punished? I didn't do anything. Was I supposed to stand there while she slapped me? A twig snapped. She grabbed her broom and stood. Who is there? The bushes rustled. Crown Prince Veilric stepped out. They both froze. Your Majesty, she whispered.
What are you doing? He moved fast, pressing a finger to her lips. Shh. A knight passed the garden entrance, torch flickering. The knight moved on. Vaelric stepped back. Sorry. Don't tell me you are sneaking out, Your Majesty. He stammered. Me? No, of course not. Just taking a walk. Then I should call that knight to take you back to your chamber. Hey, he smiled and grabbed her hand. Yes, I am sneaking out. I do not want my knights following me everywhere. She laughed. Oh my, the prince sneaks out. Do you do this often? He stammered again. Do not tell a soul. She smiled. Sure, our secret.
He grew quiet. Are you all right? Does your hand hurt? She flexed. I am as strong as a boar. Thank you for the ointment. He smiled. Let's go together. She blinked in surprise. Vaelric coughed. I mean, how am I sure you won't tell a soul? You saw me. I would never. He pulled her forward. Come on, I will wait. No one will know. Minutes later, she had changed. They passed through the low wall and dropped into darkness. She laughed, breathless. Oh my, you have really done this a lot of times, right? Maybe since I was a boy. Before she could ask, he turned. Sorry. An old woman struggled with a bucket. Vaelric took it from her hands and carried it to her door. Then a child ran past, crying. Vaelric knelt, wiped the boy's tears, and pointed him toward his mother. Kalira watched. He is kind, truly kind. They visited 3 families that night, people who had lost everything in the war. Vaelric brought them coin, food, and quiet words of hope. I hope I am not boring you, he said. No, she said softly. I love helping too. He smiled and walked to a stall. Here, a thank you. You will love it. She took a bite. This is so good. I have not had this before. He smiled. Then he took her hand. Come, there is one more place I want to show you. He led her through a narrow path between trees, past bushes heavy with moonlight, until the forest opened wide. And then she saw it, a lake, still and silver, reflecting the moon like a mirror made of stars. Fireflies danced above the surface, blinking gold and green. She stopped breathing. Wow, she said. It is beautiful. I have never seen anything like this. Neither have I, he said softly, but he was not looking at the lake. Then he raised a brow. Have anybody ever told you you act like a noble lady? She almost choked. Really? I do get that a lot. You know, I was once a princess maid, so maybe I just picked up a few, you know? He smiled. That explains it. I knew you were not from around here. Seat. She did. What about family? Siblings? She smiled shakily. I'm from a far kingdom, Eladron. My family lives there. I'm the only child. I just wanted a change of place. The palace here pays more. A friend told me about it. The lie came out smooth, but not entirely a lie, she told herself. He shrugged. I understand. So you will work under the princess. Then, casually, you know, the king is friends with my father, and Cedron is getting married to the princess, actually. Kalira's heart stopped. What if she does not want to marry him? He stared at her. She waved a hand. I mean, marriage should be about love, like you and your fiancé.
I am sure you love her." He looked away. "Not really. Seraphine is an arranged marriage." He paused. "You know, I used to believe in love. With Lara, I thought I was in love. Maybe I was. But I still do not understand why she vanished. When I saw her again, she was pregnant, married to someone else." Kalira's chest ached. She touched his arm lightly. "It is all right. You are a good man. Kind, polite, disciplined, smart. I do not know why she left. Maybe she just did not feel the same way."
"Really?" he asked, almost like a boy. She nodded. "Yes." Silence fell. They stared into each other's eyes. He leaned closer. She wanted it too, wanted him to close the distance. But what would happen after? Would he leave the kingdom he loved? Would she leave hers? She pushed back gently. "I think we should go back now, Your Majesty." Hurt flashed across his face. "Ah, yes, I'm sorry." She stood up. "I am sorry, but you have to be king. This is for the better."
The next morning, the palace was chaos. Servants ran everywhere. Gretchen shouted orders. The Queen was coming back. And there was good news. They found the baker's daughter, hiding in a village 2 days south. She is alive and willing to talk. She can be our witness. Mirelle insisted she will go. I tried to protest, but she refused. That means in 2 days, they would leave. Back to Eladron. Back to her kingdom. Back to her life. That day, Kalira did not see Veilric. Not that she did not see him. She pretended not to. She turned the other way when she heard his voice. She ducked into doorways when she saw his shadow. This is for the best, she told herself. But her heart did not believe it.
Chapter 8. Mirelle left early that morning. When Gretchen asked where she was, Kalira said, "Family emergency. She had to leave suddenly." Gretchen just eyed her. No nod, no approval. Kalira shrugged internally. We will be leaving soon anyway, when she gets back. She was chopping carrots in the kitchen when a maid tapped her shoulder. "You are being summoned. By the Queen." Kalira froze. "Why?" The maid turned. "Follow me quietly." The Queen just returned this morning. Why would she summon me? She thought. She had heard stories. The Queen had a fearsome face. One look and you wanted to pee on yourself. She steadied her breathing and walked. The door opened.
Queen Ismara sat on a velvet chair, golden hair shining, grey eyes sharp as knives. And beside her, Lady Seraphine. Of course, Kalira thought. They are close. She bowed. "Your Majesty." The Queen studied her. "So you are the maid I have been hearing about. Quite bold, I hear." Kalira kept her voice soft. "You are too kind, Your Majesty. I am nothing but a humble servant. Any boldness you have heard of is surely exaggerated." Seraphine snapped. "She is lying, pretending to be innocent. Everyone knows." "I did not tell you to speak." The Queen's voice was ice. Seraphine shrank. "Forgive me, Mother." Kalira just stared. The Queen turned back. "I heard something interesting. You are the reason my son was locked in his room. The reason my boys fought. That has never happened before." Kalira opened her mouth. "Do not speak unless you are told to."
She swallowed. "Yes, Your Majesty." The Queen stood.
Did you spread your legs
for
Valric? Is that why he acted like that?
No, Your Majesty. She smiled coldly.
Seraphine? Do you believe her?
No, she is lying, Seraphine shouted. We all know. You talk too much. The Queen's voice cut like a blade. A simple question requires a simple answer. Mannerless. If you were not my godson's daughter, I would dispose of you myself. Get out. She stood on shaking legs. Forgive me, Mother. And she fled. Kalira watched in horror. The Queen turned back. Now, to the point. Leave this palace. Never show your face in this kingdom again. I'm in a good mood. That's why I'm giving you the safer option. Kalira was silent for a moment. Then she raised her head. I am just a maid, Your Majesty. I have nothing to do with the Crown Prince. I did nothing they accuse me of. So I cannot leave.
Quite bold. They were not lying about that. She paused. You know, you remind me of someone. What was her name? Ilara? Kalira's blood went cold. She refused at first too, but a few coins changed her mind. The Queen smiled. She abandoned that brat a day to their wedding day. You should have seen his face. So it was her, Kalira thought. You did that to him, your own stepson. How pathetic. The Queen leaned closer. You would have been useful to me with this pretty face. Seduce a few noble lords. But no, you are too stubborn. She removed a heavy necklace from her throat. Take this. It is worth 5 years of your wage. Enough to start a family. So what will it be? Leave, or I dispose of you myself? Kalira smirked. I apologize, Your Majesty, but I cannot do that. I will have to take permission from the Crown Prince first. If that is all, I will take my leave. She bowed and walked to the door. You will regret this, the Queen called after her. She closed the door and leaned against it. Oh my God, that was close, she sighed. I cannot believe she did that to him. What else has she done? She pressed a hand to her chest. I do not even know him that well. But is there a reason I should? I will be leaving in 2 days anyway. Kalira! She froze. Her real name? Did I get caught? She turned slowly. It was King Theron, and beside him, Crown Prince Valric. She bowed quickly. Greetings, Your Majesty, Your Highness. Valric stared at her. Her name is Lyra. Do you know her father? The king studied her face. She looks just like Princess Kalira. He turned to Valric. You should see the Princess of Eladron. So beautiful, hard-working, disciplined. That is why I think she will be a good wife for Cedron. Kalira clenched her fists. Yes, father, Valric said quietly. Let us go now. He nodded at Kalira. You may return. She avoided his eyes and turned away. Good wife for him? That is disgusting. Knowing how your son treats women. That night, she returned to her room. On her bed lay a pile of gifts, jewellery, fine clothes, and a letter. She opened it. Meet me at the Western Garden, tonight. She frowned. Who sent this? The Crown Prince? She had to clear things up with him anyway, since she was leaving in 2 days. Chapter 9. 1 day left. She wore her cloak and set out.
Reaching the western garden, she saw a figure. He turned. Prince Cedron. No, when did he leave his room? She tried to run, but he caught her arm. Where are you going, Lyra? Do not run. What do you want? Stay away from me. You want to get back at me? He shook his head. No. I wanted to apologize for what I did to you. I am truly sorry. I should not have done that. I already compensated the maid. I am deeply sorry. She scoffed. This is some sick joke, right? Am I dreaming? I know we did not start on the right foot. I want to set things right. She pulled back. I do not need anything from you. I appreciate your apology. Thank you. I will go now. I have feelings for you, Lyra. She froze. I do not know how it started or when, but I think I am in love with you. She laughed bitterly. Wow. I must say, Prince, you really are good with your words. You almost got me. So what should I do? Fall into your arms? Scream, oh, I love you too? She crossed her arms. Is this some joke to you? A new way to get me into your bed since forcing me did not work? He moved closer. No, I said I am sorry. It will not happen again. We can start fresh. When we court properly, I promise we will not do it. She will not be doing anything with you. Valeric stepped out of the shadows. He pulled Kaelira. Stay out of this, brother, Cedron snapped. I was not speaking to you. This is none of your business. Really, brother? Valeric's voice was low and dangerous. It is my business, because she is mine.
Kaelira froze. Mine? Cedron frowned. Stay out of this. Valeric stepped closer to his brother. I will advise you to compose yourself. You are getting married to the Princess of Eladrin in a month, and you want to toy with Lyra? Cedron's face twisted. You can't say that when you're getting married too. Valeric smirked. Am I? He turned and took Kaelira's hand and led her away. Through the corridors, he did not speak. His jaw was tight. His grip was firm. He was upset, she knew. Your Majesty, she called out. You need to let go of my hand. What if someone sees? He turned sharply. Do you think I care about that? Why were you in the garden with him alone? You know what happened last time, right? She snapped back. I did not know he would be there. When I saw the letter, I thought it was you. Me? He scoffed. Why would you want to meet me, when for 3 days you have been avoiding me? She froze. You think I would not notice? How you turn the other way when you see me? How you avoid my eyes during meetings? How you do not even look at me? Hurt flashed across his face. She wanted to stop this. Tell him why she was avoiding him. Then what? She tried to speak. Nothing came out. Come with me, he said. She looked up. I am leaving tomorrow to inspect the northern border, to give supplies to civilians who lost everything in the war. He took her hands. Come with me. You will be protected. You are not safe here in the palace. No, she pulled back. I am just a maid, Your Majesty. I told you to call me Valeric. She walked backward. Good night, Your Majesty. She turned, and immediately tears spilled from her eyes. This is for the best, she told herself. If I tell him the truth about who I am, what will happen? Marrying him means leaving everything behind, becoming crown princess of another kingdom. Father will never allow it. And if I run away,
Will I be happy knowing I took this man from his kingdom, his crown, his people? She thought of Cedron on the throne, of what would happen this kingdom if he ruled. People will suffer. So no, I must stay strong. Just one day left. She wiped her tears and walked into the darkness.
Chapter 10. She packed her bag. Mirelle was supposed to return tonight. Tomorrow morning, they would leave. She heard Valric left early that morning. When she stepped out of her room, she saw another jewellery box by her door. She sighed. What is wrong with him? Feelings for me? Maybe this is one of his plans with his mother, or he wants to get back at me. I don't have time for this. Later, while working, she thought of the street market, the stall she and Valric had visited. One more time, she thought, before I leave. I knew you would be here. She looked up. Cedron. She bowed and greeted him, just to be polite. Did you receive my gift? He asked. She sighed. Do not send them again. It is disgusting. He clenched his fist. Why will you not believe me? I love you. If it is about my marriage, I will end it. I heard the princess is boring anyway. I just want you. You will be my princess. Mother already approved. She froze. What? Just then, chaos erupted. There she is! Seize her! A group of knights moved towards her. Don't come close! It's an order! Cedron barked. Your Majesty, the knights bowed. She has been summoned by the lady. She was found stealing. What? They both froze. She was thrown into a chamber. Lady Seraphine stood there, arms crossed. You dare steal from me? Kalira shook her head. No, Your Highness, I do not know what you speak of. Liar! Seraphine stepped forward, hand raised. Cedron stepped between them. You should not raise your hand if you have no evidence. Oh, I have evidence. She held up a jewellery box. This was found in her chamber. A maid found it. This was given to me by Mother. That box? Was it not sent by Cedron this morning? What is going on? Is this a trap? She glanced at Cedron. His face was confused too. He snatched the box from her. You liar! Mother gave this to me! Do not lie! Then you gave it to someone? The Queen's voice came from the doorway. Queen Ismara entered slowly. I know you have a kind heart, my son, she said, smiling. Trying to cover up for the poor maid? But, Mother, you gave it to... There, she patted his cheek. We have the same kind heart. But one who steals, or does wrong, must be punished. So they know their place, right? She turned. Seize her. Kalira backed away. I did not steal. You see, my son is kind. So instead of death, 100 lashes, then the dungeon, until you realize your mistake. Kalira looked at Cedron. Say something. You put that box there. You know I did not steal. He said nothing. What did I expect?
The lashes burned. She lost count after 20.
Be grateful the Queen did not execute you on the spot, the knight said, throwing her into the cell. The door slammed. Darkness. A princess, she thought, laughing bitterly. Flogged. Locked up for stealing a piece of trash. She had expected cruelty from the Queen, but not this lowly trick. She laughed until she passed out.
Water dripped on her face. She woke slowly. Morning? Night? How long had she been asleep? Her leg throbbed. Her back burned.
Where is Morel? We were supposed to leave tonight. The door opened. A figure stepped forward. Tall, broad, familiar. Valric? But he was not supposed to be back until tomorrow morning. No, it could not be him. The man wrapped a cloth around her and lifted her like she weighed nothing. She fell unconscious again. She opened her eyes. A chamber. Warm. Soft bed. Fire crackling. She turned her head. Valric stood beside her. Valric? So I was not dreaming. It was him. She tried to seat up. Stay, he said. Do not move. No, she groaned. I am not supposed to be here. He turned to her. Do not make me tie you up, Lyra. She stayed put. He moved closer. He lifted her injured leg and placed it on his thigh. He looked at it. Anger flashed across his face, then pain. She tried to move away. I am fine. It is just a little... He gently pulled her leg back and began treating her wounds. She flinched. Ah! It is going to hurt, he said quietly. I can feel that. She glared at him weakly.
Silence. Why are you back so early? What about the supplies? She tried. He did not answer. She stared at herself. She was dirty, probably pitiful looking, yet he had laid her on his own bed. A knock. She tried to remove her leg. He held it firmly. Come in, he said. The physician entered, a woman with grey hair. Greetings, Your Majesty. You took your time, Madam Jint. I apologize, Your Majesty. After you are done, make sure she is dressed properly and fed. He stood. I will be back shortly. He turned to Kalira. Do not even think of leaving this chamber. There are knights outside. Then he was gone. Kalira stared at the door. Why did he come back so early?
Chapter 11. 2 Kings, 1 Choice. Valeric. He opened the door. A goblet came flying. His father, face red, hands shaking. You brat. You did that because of a maid? Valeric smirked. Such tantrums do not suit you, father. You should be resting. How can I rest when you have decided to put me to shame? You locked up your own mother and your fiancé? Valeric scoffed. Mother? Are we talking about the same woman here? The woman who has always wanted to kill me? The reason you are bedridden? The woman who sent assassins after me on my way to the northern border? He stepped closer. The same woman who is suspected of killing my mother? Your wife? And you still married her? His father sighed heavily. We are not sure she did that. Your mother died of an illness. And you know I married Ismara because her kingdom offered us grain during the famine. We needed their trade routes.
I understand perfectly. Valric's voice was cold. We do not need her anymore, do we? The reason you want to marry Cedron off to the Princess of Eladron is so you can get the same offer, ×2. His father's mouth opened. How did you... But father, you failed to see something. Valric paused. Do you think that woman will sit back and watch you do that, so you can dispose of her? He let the silence hang. Or maybe She plans to rule Eladron herself, through her son. With both armies combined, she could destroy this kingdom. The king rubbed his face. I will handle it myself. No. Vaelric's voice was steel. You have had 24 years to avenge my mother's death. You did nothing. Now it is my way. Then do not kill Cedron. The king's voice cracked. And if you dare court that maid, you will never be king. Vaelric turned at the door. Well, father, I am already king. You know, I thought you had your mother's soft heart, but I was wrong. Vaelric smiled, cold and sad. We both know that soft heart came from you. He opened the door. Good night, father.
The next morning, she woke up dizzy. Am I still here? She looked around. The fire had died. But there was fresh food on the table. Warm water in a basin. Did he come back last night? Or did he send someone? She gazed at her leg. Bandaged. Clean. Is he still angry? The door opened. Morel burst in, and immediately burst into tears. Your Majesty. She threw her arms around Kaelira and sobbed into her shoulder. I'm so sorry, Your Majesty. It's all my fault this happened. I'm so sorry. She smiled. No, Morel, it's not. Are you okay? I thought something happened to you. Morel pulled back, face wet. I should be asking you that. I heard what happened. Her eyes dropped to Kaelira's leg. Are you all right? Kaelira smiled and nodded. It is all right, Morel. I am fine. How did you get... Morel's face suddenly turned red. Oh, Sir Thorn, the Crown Prince's knight let me in. She waved a hand. But that is not the problem right now. She grabbed Kaelira's hands. The baker's daughter is here, and Becky from the kitchen agreed to follow us too. So let us go home, okay? I hate it here. I will arrange the carriage. You do not have to worry about your injured feet. Kaelira hesitated. Home. She thought of her father, her kingdom, the life waiting for her. She thought of Vaelric. 1 day left, or less. She nodded. Yes, let us go home. Morel grinned, but then her face turned sly. But first, we get revenge for what the Queen and that prince did to you. Kaelira laughed. Chapter 12. Marry Me. Later that night, she blinked open her eyes. She was wrapped in a blanket. Vaelric? She looked up. He sat behind his desk, quill in hand, not looking at her. She cleared her throat. He did not respond. Is he still angry at me? She bit her lip. Fine, she said. If you are not going to talk, then I am leaving. She tried to stand on her injured leg. Then she pretended to fall. The next minute, he was beside her. Lyra, what is wrong with you? Are you all right? She pushed him away. Do not touch me. You cannot lock me in here forever. I am leaving. He pulled her up from the floor. I am sorry, but you cannot move. You are still injured. Then stop locking me up. What will people say, knowing you locked a maid in your chamber? I do not care. She snapped back. Well, I do. You cannot stop me. Then he knelt down and held her hand. Marry me, Lyra. She froze. Be my wife, he continued. I know this may seem sudden, given the time we have spent together, but I cannot stop my feelings, stop thinking about you.
Every night and every morning, you are always on my mind. The woman I want to be close to, want to see every hour and every minute. She stared at him. Even though I am just a maid? I do not care about that. I want you to be mine. He moved her hand to cup his face. What if someone asked you to leave the crown for me? Would you do it? He blinked. What do you mean? She did not answer. She kissed him slowly. He kissed her back, then pulled her closer, hungrily. Then he pulled back suddenly. Does that mean it is a yes? She smiled shakily. Hold me, Valric. Kiss me. And he did, because she could not bring herself to look at him and lie.
Yes, I want to be his wife. So badly. I want to be his. But if I tell him who I really am, a princess who was supposed to marry his brother, then what? Will he leave his kingdom to be my king? Will I be happy knowing I ran away from my family, my kingdom, leaving everything behind for love? Can we be happy? Can I be happy? 1 week later. The witnesses had returned with her. Testimonies against Cedron were ready. But it was unnecessary now. Cedron had already called off the marriage. A letter arrived a day ago. She had gotten what she wanted. But for the past days, she had been sick inside her room, alone. Morel could not get her out. She told her parents she had a flu. But it was her heart that was shattered. She could not stop thinking about him. How heartbroken he must have felt when she disappeared.
The door burst open. Her mother stepped in. "Kaelira, darling, are you still asleep?" She did not answer. Her mother moved to the window and pulled open the curtains. "You need to get up. You cannot continue like this forever." She turned. "What really happened in Danehurst?" Kaelira shot up. "What? How did you—" Her mother chuckled. "Who do you think has been covering for you? Of course I wrote to your aunt. No reply. So I figured it out." She crossed her arms. "And you brought witnesses. I did not buy that lie about meeting them randomly." Kaelira blinked. "Oh, so tell me." Her mother patted the bed. "What happened? Is this about a boy?" Kaelira froze. "How did you—" Her mother laughed. "Of course I know love sickness when I see it. So tell me." Kaelira hesitated. "Your secret is safe with me," her mother said. "I will not tell a soul. Who do you think covered for you when you leave the palace at dawn all those years?" "You knew that too?" "Of course," her mother smiled. "I am your mother. I know my brave daughter." Kaelira sighed. She told her everything. Cedron's cruelty, the witnesses, the crown prince, the queen. Everything except the flogging. She did not want to worry her mother.
Her mother sat in silence for a long moment. "Wow," she finally said. "And you did not tell him how you feel?" "What? That is not the point, Mother. We cannot be together either way." Her mother frowned. "Why not? I mean, he is the king, so—" Kaelira stopped. "Wait, the king?" "Yes," her mother nodded. "He was crowned king days ago." Kaelira's face broke into a smile. "Thank God!" "So," her mother continued, "I do not see a reason why you say you cannot marry him. Marrying him does not mean you have to leave your kingdom. There are cases where a king and queen of different kingdoms marry and rule together." Kaelira blinked. "What? How?" Her mother turned and smiled. "That is for you to figure out, my child." "Mother, you think I have not done that?" Her mother held her hand tighter. "You know, Growing up, you acted so tough, like a boy, always getting what you want, always figuring out a way. You are bold and brave, and now you have fallen in love. You know true happiness comes from that, so do not give up. Get up, fight, find a way. She patted Kalira's head. You do not have to choose between us and him. Even though your father will not allow it, you must find a way for him never to say no. She smiled. I believe you can do it. You can find a way for this to work. Get up and do your research, my child. Kalira smiled. Thank you, Mother. From that moment, she made up her mind. Find a way for Father to never refuse my choice. Then find my way back to him. The first step of her plan was clear. Become Queen of Eladron.
3 months later. Valric. I really do not know why I am here, Valric muttered, moving to the balcony of the Eladron Palace. Tonight was the Queen of Eladron's birthday celebration. He had been invited. At first he did not want to come, but he had to show gratitude. A month ago, after she was crowned, the new queen had offered a generous trade agreement for grain and iron, terms that favoured Danehurst. Sir Dale had handled the negotiations, because I was busy. He clenched his jaw, searching. It had been 3 months now, 3 months of searching for Lyra. He still could not understand why she ran away, why she left. Was she threatened? Was it because he asked her to marry him? Or did she simply not feel the same? He had searched everywhere, even this kingdom, Eladron. Every corner. Nothing. That was one of the main reasons he was here tonight. Lyra had mentioned once that she had been the Queen's maid. Perhaps she knew something.
Your Majesty. A voice cut through his thoughts. He froze. He knew that voice. He turned. She was standing right there. The woman he had been searching for, thinking about, every night, every day. Allow me to reintroduce myself. She bowed. My name is Queen Kalira Viramont of Eladon. He could not speak. He stepped closer, reached for her, to touch her, wanted to pull her into a hug, but he stopped.
Is this a joke? You're a princess? No. A queen? Then no. You're a maid. He ran a hand through his forehead. How are you here? Why did you...
Let me explain, she said softly.
No! His voice cracked. You lied to me. Everything was a lie? Were you sent to spy? Why did you...
No! She stepped forward. I did not intend to. I was betrothed to your brother. I did not want it. I came to gather evidence, witnesses of his cruelty, so I could end the engagement. Call it off.
Really? Why should I believe you? Why are you doing this now? Is this some plan? Because you feel guilty for playing with my emotions, with my feelings?
No, I would never do that. Because I feel the same way too, Valric. Because I love you. And I have fought my way to become queen of this kingdom. So I could be with you, Valric Danehurst.
He froze. For a long moment he said nothing. Then he turned slowly.
Her expression fell. Maybe he needs time. Will he forgive me? Is this all going to end here? She wiped her tears and turned away. I am truly sorry. I did not want things to happen like this.
I will leave for now. But that does not mean I am giving up on you. She took a step.
What about my answer, Lyra?
He turned and stepped closer.
You have not given me an answer to my question. His voice was firm. Will you marry me, Kalira Viamont?
She froze and turned slowly, unable to believe what she was hearing.
He pulled her close. Is it going to be a yes, or should I force you to be my wife?
She nodded, sobbing. Yes. My answer is yes. She hugged him and buried her face in his chest. I am so sorry for leaving like that. For everything. Please forgive me.
Even though you broke my heart and made me search 3 months for a ghost, I would still come for you. Every time.
She kissed him, tears still falling. I missed you so much.
I missed you too. He smiled. Happy birthday, my queen.
She frowned playfully. I cannot believe you came late.
I had to find the perfect gift. She was hiding in a palace.
She hit his chest and he caught her hand.
I love you, Kalira.
I love you too, Valeric.
And that is how the kingdom of Eladron and the kingdom of Danehurst became united. As some may see it, a simple marriage between two rulers, but the inner courts knew the truth. Each kingdom kept its own throne, its own laws, its own crown. She ruled Eladron, he ruled Danehurst. Together, they ruled as equals. Her father did oppose the marriage at first, but she was queen now, and knowing the two kingdoms would not be joined, only allied, he had no choice but to let it go. There were rumours too about the king's younger brother. Cedron followed his mother back to her homeland. He could not bear to see the woman he claimed to love marry his brother. Some said he left in shame. Others said he left to plan revenge, but no one cared. Years later, a new palace was built, high on the hill between both kingdoms, where the borders touched. It was not his castle or hers, it was theirs. And within its walls, on a quiet spring morning, came the cry of a newborn prince. Prince Aldrich, the Queen and King whispered, holding him close. Their heir. And so the story of the princess who refused to kneel, the king who refused to give up, and the love that built a bridge between two worlds came to an end. Or rather, a beginning. The end.
If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, share and turn on your notification to stay updated on my new story.